Hello, and thank you for joining me once again on Hero Rise the Hero Project by Zachary Sergi. We are now on to Chapter 3. I will be your host today from Lonely Man Studios, and welcome to the semi-final. A flash blinds you as the air begins to sizzle. You leap sideways, barely dodging a lightning bolt strike. The hair raised on your arm tells you another bolt is brewing, so you need to make a move. Before you do, you think back to a few minutes ago when you were told exactly what you were doing here. The top 100 contestants have been selected from a wide pool of heroes. Colton's. I don't remember Colton. Was that the freaking... It's been a hot minute since I recorded. God dang it. Anyways, hailing from every corner of America, ranging from national legends to anonymous aspirants, these heroes will first face off in the semifinals, which will consist of 3 rounds. Round 1 begins with a one-on-one knockout battle. Only the 50 winners of these one-on-ones will advance to the round 2. Colton's words still ring in your ears as you face your opponent, Surge, a rookie hero from St. Louis with more piercings than you can count. Apparently, he has the power to create lightning, since you could narrowly dodge a strike inside your metal battle room. Oh, that's kind of rigged. Alright, Colton. That's right. I remember Colton now. Okay, Colton was that, he was the announcer guy, right? The guy with the big pearlies. That was like, oh, boo-hoo, and oh, by the way, you got in! Okay, I think that was Colton. What was the other guy's name that I had so much fun doing? I changed his voice like 3 times. I don't remember. Anyways, they'll probably notify it with a wheelchair or something, most likely. You've also been told that a panel of secret judges will be watching your every move in the semifinals. Although the identity of these judges remain unrevealed, they'll be in charge of calculating your leaderboard score, which ranks your performance against the other contestants. Leaderboard points. Leaderboard. Waking up, I'm sorry. Coffee's not kicking in yet. Added or deducted based on each contestant's strategic choices, battle efficiency, displayed heroism, and overall success. This leaderboard score will play a part in eliminations throughout the span of the competition. Balancing when and how to use the right powers will also be crucial in succeeding as a contestant and a hero. With the onset of your Infinity powers, you have a new selection of abilities to use. These Infinity powers are stronger and more effective, but also require the use of much more power. Now, ready to fight, you send a mental command to activate the Emmy Chip warning system. Emmy Chip Jew immediately appears. If you dodge, you have a 75% chance of frying. Attack, fool. You face Surge, who whispers through a smirk, Gene Hazard. So I can't do that one, I die. Okay. Take Surge out with my most powerful energy blast. That'd be the quickest. Generate an energy shield to protect myself. Disrupt gravity to throw Surges. Just generate a shield for right now. You encase yourself in a shell of black energy, bracing against lightning bolt that crashes on the surface. Once the strike clears, you drop the shield. You probably shouldn't have even given Surge the chance to strike in the first place. The first move didn't take Surge down, so it looks like you may have to get a bit more aggressive. Get up close and personal, and Chip Jew chimes in. The way Surge can't strike you without hitting himself. My powers have been flaring. So let's let's fly close. It might not be the showiest of your power, but all that matters is taking down Surge quickly. So you hover in the air and gear up to fly at your top speed, feeling the upgrades in your costume. Word life. Before Surge can react, you rocket forward, hands outstretched. You slam into Surge and feel him go flying backwards, the wind knocked out of him. When you double back to land, Surge lies crumpled on the floor, static electricity flickering from his mohawk. Across his mohawk. Just then, one of the metal walls to the battle room retracts, opening up to an entirely new, much bigger arena chamber. The words "Round 2" flash above the entry. You fly into the chamber and pause immediately. You face a massive 100-foot wall with all kinds of doors across it. You then watch as a petite, older blonde woman wearing a parka jumpsuit runs out of the battle room next to yours. Without hesitating, she spots a doorway blocked with jets of flame and runs headlong into it. As she does, she waves her hand, causing the flames to freeze. She then leaps above the frozen jets and disappears into the door, which automatically seals behind her. In round 2, the 50 released heroes will have to find their way through one of 30 trap doors. Colton voice booms through the arena. And there are only 15 doors remaining. It's a good thing you finished your battle when you did, otherwise you might have missed the remaining entrances to round 3 altogether. As you fly forward, you see hero contestants all over the arena searching for a viable trapdoor. You watch as well-known Everyman gets caught in a Robo-Tarantula's energy web. Ooh, that sounds cool. Though that's not the only obstacle. Heroes take each other out all across the room, some more brutally than others. In fact, your jaw drops as you see one of the molten ladies getting extinguished by contestants creating a rainstorm. Damn! Okay. But you don't have any time to mess around. You need to get yourself through an entrance door right away. Use your energy powers, honey. Hunty? Oh. I don't know if that's a typo. Okay. In the nick of time. That'll take you to the road less traveled. Do that one. Let the other heroes fight over the doors. They can see you're going to the trick door. You can clearly make out the metal seams of a sealed shut engine, so you hover in front of the door and charge up a mid-level blast. Once hit by the black burst of energy, the false wall caves in. Bingo, you fly through the wall with ease, uninterrupted by the battling heroes behind you. Emerging from the doorway, you arrive into even more chaos. The remaining heroes all scramble around what looks like a giant, colorful children's playground, except instead of swings and slides, there are flamethrowers and robotic tendrils curling around the structure. Twisting tubes and secret passageways run throughout the entire course, setting over a bubbling lake of lava. It looks like some kind of oversized Lego set cooked up by a maniacal toddler. In round 3, our 30 remaining contestants must navigate a dangerous obstacle course to find one of 15 gilded keys. Those who do will earn their spot in the final selection. As Colton's word ring through the arena, you scan the scene. A giant muscled behemoth in a pink leotard smashes a bejeweled woman into the ground right next to them. A tentacle from the wall snares a turtle-esque hero and riddles her with an electric pulse. This sounds like a death gauntlet, not a frickin'... Why are they pitting heroes? I don't understand this now, and I'm starting to believe that thing it's riddled with corruption, because this is really messed up. Extremely messed up. This isn't something that you would see heroes doing just to be part of a national group. This is turning on each other, making them look terrible. Just then, you notice Jury... Oh no. Standing at the top of one of the bar core structures, dodging a slew of winged knives. He spins under them and swings across the bar set to the top rung, where he grabs a sizable gilded key. As soon as he clutches the key, he disappears from the obstacle arena in a burst of yellowish teleportation energy. And as you fly towards the course, you can't help but notice Black Magic navigating a crisscross laser cage, making her way through the beams with ease. She snatches the gilded key at the end of the course and vanishes from the room without even seeing you. 10 keys remaining, Colton voice booms from the sound system. Slugger, you've been moving as fast as you can to get there, and the hero's advancing ahead of you. Time to get into gear. Setting your sights on the course, you try to focus on the pathways that other heroes seem to be overlooking. A series of slide tubes that have wind turbines warping the inside. It could probably navigate them with my gravity or flying powers, assuming there's a key somewhere in there. A large tower of explosive building blocks. A lever in the floor across the lava lake, which I assume must be a hidden underground passage to a key. Let's do the turbines. That seems fun. You fly towards that pathway, but stop as another contestant swings in front of you. All you see is a flash of black Kevlar dropping to the ground, and your insides crunch into a knot. You have a very bad history with women dressed in black Kevlar bodily suits. You raise your hands to attack the contestant and freeze in your spot. She is a terrifying sight. Her bodysuit is lined with liquid, frosty blue seams that course with coolant, connecting to an oversized plasma gun. Her belt sports 3 tiers of weapon pockets, and her fists are covered with knuckle rings that have mini Uzi machine guns on each rung. 2 swords cross her back, and one of her eyes is covered with a blinking red technological eye patch, which is linked to a side-mounted rocket launcher. But the most frightening thing about her is her face, which is covered with a black, featureless plastic mask. It only opens to the top of her head for a ponytail, wait, a ponytail? Surprise, hot shot, the woman says. Turns out the important client was me. Your jaw drops. Could that really be Jenny? Dang, Jenny. Why do you have to look like frickin' Prodigal, you bitch? Not okay. Before you can ask Jenny, the slugger, what she's doing here, a panel opens from the wall, and a silo of heat-seeking missiles and themselves pointed directly at you and Jenny, which actually might be a good thing since one missile is tipped with a gilded key. However, next to that you see something far scarier. A tall, dark-skinned man with the head of a curly white hair dressed in one of the most infamous costumes on the planet. That's the Crush. The most feared, powered cult leader of the past century. That's weird. He's supposed to be serving a life sentence in the Devoid, but right now he's about to use his considerable telekinetic abilities to procure a key that is encased in a solid amber wall. You have to make a move now, and as you set into motion, you notice a camera orb swivel to capture your decision, reminding you you're always considered your strategy carefully, and here every action will be judged and credited. Use my gravity powers to make sure Jenny gets the missile key without getting blown to bits. Make it seem like I'm helping Jenny, but really look out for myself. Jenny can handle herself, get to one of those other key pathways I scoped out earlier. Use my end powers to make sure those missiles take out as many other contestants as possible. Nothing else matters except for being the hero to take down the Crush. Use my most powerful blast to stop him. Because I said I wanted to help and learn from other heroes. So that in and of itself means that I can't do selfish decisions. So automatically, the last 2 options, I can't do them. If she's right next to me, I can't just ignore her. Well, I could actually. I could. And if I look like I'm helping her, then it'll still help. So it's one of the first 2 options. What is my power level at right now? Because I may need some more of it. It's 86. Yeah, let's just use them. Use my gravity powers. You'll home in on the gilded key sitting above the top missile and focus on increasing its gravitational pull. Immediately, the key plunges down through the missile, triggering a massive series of explosions and clearing the area of any other heroes who might try to snag it. Get to the key once the explosion clears you, and yell at Jenny, "I'll keep it super heavy until you have it." You can't see through Jenny's creepy face mask, but you can tell she's grateful from the near imperceptible nod. She has quite a bit of explaining to do, right? But right now you have to focus on finding a key of your own. You look across the arena and see that Jenny has made her way to the missile key. Just before she disappears into a yellow splash, she points across the room to the latch in the floor. Taking Jenny's hint, you fly across the room as fast as you can without knocking into one of the many other heroes or obstacles filling the room. Time to get your own key and get out of this hellhole. Flying next to the latch, you activate your gravity powers to flip it open. As you do, a pit of robo-vipers spring forward from a hidden underground nest, their fangs rippling with electric venom. Dodging left, you spot a key nestled into the center of the pit. Surging forward, you clutch the key and fly upwards away from the spectre, and you feel yourself bathed in teleportation energy. until metal knuckles scrape across your cheek. Before you know what hit you, you feel the key wrestled from your fingers. Oh my god. Stabilizing yourself in midair, you spot a sleek, substantial man in dark purple body armor swinging away from you on a zip cord. He holds the key in his fist, which sports a set of energy-resistant brass knuckles. You instantly recognize him as Summit, Detroit's most famous hero. Or at least you do until he disappears in a cloud of teleportation energy. That slugging guy stole your 3 keys remaining. Colton announces, "You're running out of time." I don't need a recharge. It's like I read this. Like, this is pretty easy. I don't need a recharge. With your power level at 76, you set your eyes back on the obstacle course. There are still 18 heroes searching desperately for one of the 3 remaining keys. You scan the room for your next move and can't help but notice a gruesome scene unfolding near the shore of the lava lake, which appears to be a turkey girl hybrid viciously claws at your young Middle Eastern girl pinned underneath her, just within a reach of a key on the floor. If I help. I didn't say I would help. I said I wanted to learn. Just steal it. Fuck it. Zooming at the turkey girl, you can't help but think she looks ridiculous with her red snoot and blush, scary face, though there's nothing there's ridiculous with razor sharp claws. You shoulder check Turkey Girl across the arena, then reach down to grab the key on the floor nearby, but before you can, you feel the Turkey Girl on top of you. How the slugger did she move that fast? With surprising strength, she smashes you with her tail feathers, knocking the wind clear out of you. Despite the hit, you brace yourself and jump at the key. Right over the Turkey Girl's head, as you clutch the key between your fingers, you see a yellowish flash. Within seconds, you find yourself on a massive auditorium stage under a shower of confetti, a holographic simulated audience of thousands applauding. Dozens of camera orbs hover to capture the excitement. You try to look around but are blinded by stage lights. This is insane. "Congratulations," you hear Colton's voice from somewhere nearby. "Dunce, you have advanced to the final selection." Still clutching your key, you can't help but smile because you won, and you have a feeling that you're standing at the start of something very special. What the fuck just happened?